Hey yo, what is up guys? It is your boy Amplio here bringing you another video today, and today guys we're going to be going over and showing off Asirpa. Asirpa is an extremely good unit. Extremely good. In my personal opinion, is she better than Mako, which is the other top tier support that we have currently in the game? Because that's what Asirpa is. She is a support. I think they're both equally good, and the reason why I say that is because we'll get into it in just a second. But real quick, what I want to say is tonight, guys, we're gonna be live streaming. I live stream every single day on Twitch. If you didn't know, I live stream every single day on Twitch except Saturdays at 7 p.m. CST. So if you guys ever want to come over there and hang out, I'm usually always streaming Grand Summoners. Some days, I may switch it up, but most of the time, I'm usually streaming Grand Summoners or running events for about an hour to two, about 2 to 3 hours. Most of the time, we're just sitting here chilling, playing, hanging out, and just talking about random stuff. It's a lot of fun. If you guys want to come to a chill, fun stream with other people that like Grand Summoners, link is always in the description below. You can go over there, talk to us, and everything like that. But apart from that, though, apart from my little plug-in right there, let's talk about Asirpa. So, let's go over her art. Now, Asirpa came with the Golden Kamui crossover along with Shugimoto and Hichikata. Of course, Shugimoto and Asirpa being the summonable units. Now, let's go over her. So her first ability is freeze resistance level 10. Increases freeze time reduction by 100%, increases freeze evasion rate by 100%, meaning that she can't get frozen, which makes sense because look at all this freaking fur on her. It wouldn't make sense. Next is accuracy rate level 1, increases accuracy rate by 10%. Makes sense because she has a bow, you know what I mean? So her accuracy should be a little bit higher, but by 10%, you know what I mean? It's not like a lot, but at the same time, it's still good. It's still good. Nevertheless, it's not really useless because it is good on evasion bosses or bosses that use evasion. But apart from that, I guess it is kind of useless. And then her last ability, which is extremely strong, the Beloved Child of the Ainu. This heals own HP by 120 every second and increases own art gauge by 2 every second. Now, if you want to know who Asirpa is, if you want to get some backstory on her, because if you didn't watch the anime, I'll give you some backstory on her. Asirpa is not like the other Japanese people that are in Japan, like Shugimoto. Asirpa is an Ainu, and they're like a traditional type of I guess like they're still part of the race of the Japanese, from what I can understand, but they're like a traditional race. They kind of do stuff in a traditional way, unlike other Japanese people in the anime. So they like do a bunch of different stuff, and that's kind of what an Ainu is, and that's kind of what Asirpa is. And Asirpa, however, doesn't want to follow all these traditions, so she's actually like a new generation of Ainus. Like she's gonna break some of the traditions that she does, and that's kind of what she is. She's like a new generation for them, and she's gonna like do a bunch of crazy stuff in the anime from what I've been hearing. So yeah, so that's kind of some backstory of her. Now her skill cover fire, 9-second cooldown, 1400 break, 1500% light damage physical, randomly poisons an enemy, really good. In my personal opinion, randomly poisons I think is 30%, so there is that. Hina, which is her art. Break 0, this is why it's Break 0, it's just a healing art. It heals all allies HP by 20% and increases all allies arts gauge by 20 and increases all allies defense by 80%. 80, that's a lot for 10 seconds. So she's getting an 80% buff to everybody. Imagine someone like Zorg on your team with his true weapon. Good God, dude, his defense is probably like over like 3,000 to 4,000 at that point. So yeah, that's really good. And then her true art is I'll make my own future. This is kind of going into her backstory where I was saying that she's like a new generation of Ainu. 18,000% light damage physical, reduces all allies skill CT speed by 100%, reduce equipment CT speed by 25%, and increases break power by 25% for 12 seconds. That's a lot of buffs. Mostly though, you're going to be using this most of the time, Hina. Unless everybody has the art, unless everyone has the art, that's the only time that you can really use the true art, to be honest. But apart from that though, let's get into the buffs that will be coming in the future for Asirpa, because they did nerf her for the global side of the game. So let me tell you what her buffs will be in the future. Alright, so like I said, her buffs or her she did get nerfed for the global side of the game currently, but in the future she will be buffed up to her Japanese or the JP side of Grand Summoners. Let me say so. We'll get that buff in the future. Let me tell you what it is. So first, her art changes from a 20% HP heal to a 25% HP heal for everybody, and the arts gauge becomes 25 up instead of 20. And the defense becomes 100% up instead of 80%. So that's really good buffs on her normal art. And then her true art becomes, her true art becomes 120% skill CT speed. And then her equipment CT speed also becomes 30%. And her break power also becomes 30%. So she gets across the board 30% on the equipment CT speed and the brake power, and also you get 120% on the skill CT. So really good overall. Those buffs will be coming in the future. We don't have a date yet. Probably you're looking at maybe not around until the 1 year anniversary, I want to say, which is not that far off. It's about like 6 months, a little bit under 6 months currently. So I want to say till then, because these units would be kind of stupid if they just came out like they were. They would be way ahead of the game. So yeah. Now, let's talk about the equipment that she can have. So she has a 5-star support slot, she actually has a 5-star support slot, 3-star physical attack slot, and a 2-star physical defense slot at no limit break. Currently, mine's is at limit break. Let me actually see. Isn't it limit break 2, I think? Right? Limit break 2? Yes, limit break 2. So let me just say this: using Mako, using any character that has a 5-star support slot, there's a support character, Lesser Demon Heart is a requirement. There's no argument about it. Okay, there's none. Lesser Demon Heart, in my opinion, is a requirement on any support character with a 5-star support slot. You may ask me, OP, what does Lesser Demon Heart do? Well, let me tell you, if you're a new player, whatever the case may be, Lesser Demon Heart is, in my opinion, the best support equipment in the game. For one, what does it do? Increases your art gauge by 5 for 20 seconds. OP, why is that so strong? In 20 seconds, you will have an art. You will have a guaranteed art in 20 seconds. Every second, you get 5 art. On top of that, the ability it gives is when near death, you regenerate by 1 when near death. Whenever your art gauge regenerates by 1 whenever you're near death. That's not so much of important though. That's not really what makes the thing, OP. What makes it OP is its skill. This skill, combined with BE gain, combined with combat, combined with using your skill, combined with everything in the game, means that your art is pretty much up 24/7 whenever this buff is up. At max limit break, this thing only has a 40-second cooldown, meaning that you have a 20-second window where you're not able to use this. It's really good. It is really good, in my opinion, because you gotta think, right? That 20-second window, let's say you get an art right as soon as it ends. That 20-second window, you're gonna be fine more than likely most of the time without this. Lesser Demon Heart is a requirement, in my opinion. Where do you get this from, OP? You get this from the Cavern of Darkness giant boss. It is here right now for like 19 days or something like that. If you are new to the game, if you do not have this max limit broken, not maxed out, please get this max limit broken and maxed out, because this is one of the best support equipments in the entire game. Do this. I promise you, you're going to make Asirpa, Mako, any character that has a 5-star support slot so much better. On top of that as well, she has 3 and 2-star defense slot, and then a 3-star physical attack slot. So, 2-star defense slot at no limit break. Let me just say that Asirpa, however, unlike Shugimoto, Asirpa really needs limit break stones, to be honest, because if you don't give her limit break stones, she's gonna really be kind of, I don't want to say garbage, but she's gonna be lacking in equipment that she can use. Even now, at max limit break, she has 554, so 5-star support slot, 5-star physical attack, and 4-star defense slot, which is really good at max limit break. So I would recommend, if you get her and Shugimoto, my recommendation would be to first prioritize her, because it's going to go a little bit longer. It's going to go a long way for her more so than Shugimoto, because Shugimoto already has good enough equip slots for an attacker. Now, The other two equipments can literally be whatever. However, I will say if you have her max limit break, I would recommend running Relic Redeus on her. The only reason why I say that is whenever Lesser Demon Heart isn't up, you can use Relic Redeus to get your art faster if you need it whenever Lesser Demon Heart isn't up, which makes her pretty much have arts all the time almost. So that's what I would recommend if you have a max limit break as her 5-star physical attack slot. Use Relic Redeus, in my opinion, which that boss is also here. So make sure you guys farm this stuff, please, because you're just gonna make your unit so much stronger. Now, apart from that though, let's take her in a giant boss, shall we? Alright boys, real quick, we're about to get into this and everything. Hopefully we'll be able to do this pretty easily. Hopefully our units aren't, or the other units we have are going to be able to do this. I'm not worried about TT at all. It's just Corsair doesn't really seem like too good. Neither does Hijikata against a water unit, but hey, it is what it is. But we're going against the Awoken, the Dancing Silent Sword Awoken boss. So yeah, we're going to see how strong she is. Now, one thing I'm going to tell you is as soon as you get into the match, instantly pop Lesser Demon Heart. Instantly do it. Like, watch. As soon as we load in, instantly pop it. Just go ahead and start popping it. Go ahead and start getting your art. Go ahead and start refilling or getting that art gauge up. You feel me? You need to keep doing that. Every chance you get, and you're gonna get your art. And then with Asirpa, here is my game plan with her. Okay, I'm going to pop this and heal everybody. But the reason why I'm popping this, right, is not just to get the heal off, is to give everybody arts, okay? Because you want to keep giving people art gauge. You want to keep doing that with your art. You want to make sure that everyone can get art gauge off and keep, going with it. So, and no one doesn't die. Like, for example, he's about to die. Hijikata. I don't know why he brought in a Hijikata with no freaking limit breaks. It doesn't make sense. So, like I said, this is why I said that you don't really get to show off her true art too much. Because her true art is good. The buffs that she gives is good. But getting people their art is a little bit better than, just getting that buff off. In most situations, that buff will probably become very useful in the future. More so. But, for right now, it's okay. And look, we're about to have another art, and Lesser Demon Heart is about to come back up. You know what I mean? So we're pretty much fine in that department with the art gauge all the time. And then look, everybody has an art, but I'm going to have to pop this again because Hijikata is taking way too much damage for my liking, personally. Like, I don't know what you're doing, man, but you need to chill out. You're going way too deep. You need to think about it. So, here we go. Now, this is where everything can fall apart. This is where everything can fall apart for the simple fact that he burned us. Why does he have Vulcan? I didn't even realize he has Vulcans. He has Vulcans on. I don't know why he has Vulcans on. Good lord, he has Vulcans on. Okay. Now, we could die. Everybody here can die, okay? I'm not gonna lie. Everybody here can die extremely quickly. The reason for that is because this boss, I'm pretty sure I remember, she has a freaking one-shot move. Or is it a girl or is it a guy? I can't tell. Is it a girl or a guy? I think it's a girl. It seems like it's a girl. It seems like she has a breastplate. But I'm not very sure. Look, only thing I know is everybody can die here extremely quickly, and I really need Hijikata and Corsair to go off as much as possible while me trying to keep them alive the entire time and also keep... I'm not really worried about TT too much because, I'm not really trying to... She's okay. You know what I mean? She's okay. She's gonna be perfectly fine. Oh lord, I gotta get this buff off. Come on, I gotta get this buff off before everybody dies. Okay. Why did he pop his ult? He's not gonna hit her. He's not gonna hit her. What is he doing? But what? What? My guys, come on, man. You gotta think about that whenever you do this stuff. Now, here's the part where I was talking about. Her healing and all that is really good. The only problem is that really this boss is not even that hard. We should be perfectly fine defeating it, and it's not even Asirpa's fault at all. It's just the units we decided to bring. Like, I don't know why this guy brought Corsair against a water boss. Her freeze is completely useless. You can't freeze that person. I don't know why we brought Corsair instead of like someone else. So that's crazy. But you can kind of see like the game plan with Asirpa here, and then yeah, that's the one-shot move. So yeah, that happened. Okay, well, I guess we get to see a true art here, so that's cool. So yeah, I mean, that wouldn't have happened if we had better units. Like, this guy didn't bring Hijikata. I don't know why people are just using Hijikata in every scenario now. It's kind of annoying in a sense because he's a luck unit. He's not really meant to, even in my video I even said he's not really meant to be used in every event, and people are just constantly using them everywhere. Hey, can we break this guy? Okay, thank you. It's kind of insane, but you can kind of see, like, also another thing is too is that Asirpa isn't meant to do damage. You know what I mean? She's here to just straight up support the team. You know what I mean? She's here to support the team. She's not meant to do damage. She's not meant to do any of that. So, you know, whenever you're looking at the numbers, looking at how fast we're taking down the boss, don't, you know, think about that. This wouldn't be possible if Asirpa wasn't on the team. You know what I mean? And more so, the only person that was really getting a lot of benefit from Asirpa in this fight, of course, everybody's arcades was being built up, but really, to be honest, we would have been freaking screwed if we had another water unit and not TT. But I don't know why people are doing that in this game. I don't know why people are just using Hijikata everywhere you go. Like, it doesn't make sense to me. But it is what it is. That is Asirpa's showcase, guys. She's a really good unit, in my opinion. She's really top tier, really good. In my personal opinion, I think she's definitely in the top 5 supports of the game. Also, real quick, is I want to say thank you to everybody who supported the first episode of the top 5 breakers, the top 5 units in Grand Summons, I guess that's what we'll call it. I really appreciate you guys for enjoying that so much. Me and my chat put a lot of work into it, a lot of thought, a lot of debating, and I really like how everybody enjoyed it. If you guys didn't see the video, it'll be linked. It should be popping up on screen right about now. But yeah, I really want to thank you guys for that. Also, you know, we have that stream later tonight, so, you know, tune into that and everything. But if you have Asirpa, she's an amazing unit. Be happy you got her. A god tier support unit. You can take her into pretty much any event. She'll be perfectly fine no matter what. So yeah, she's very long term too. She's gonna get buffs in the future. She's gonna become even better. And yeah. That's that, guys. Been your boy OP. Like, comment, and subscribe. And how about, guys? Peace.